when doTERRA offers BOGOs, we find out at the same time. I don't usually know before anyone else, but when they let us know, we're all excited to get some special deals, get some free oils, try some new ones maybe that we haven't tried before. So I'm super excited to go over these with you guys, whether you got none of them or one of them or all of them. Hopefully it'll be a chance to learn a little bit and just support your body, mind, emotions in some new ways, especially in this strange season in the world that we are in. So let's get going. I'm going to share my screen with you guys. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to make that small and get started. Okay, I'm going to mute everyone. If you have questions, feel free to put them in the chat. There's a little chat box option if it's like in the middle of a sentence, but I am going to take a minute at the end and offer some Q&A time for any specific questions that come up. So we'll make sure that you get your questions answered either way. And if I don't know the answer, I'll look it up and I'll figure it out and we'll learn together. So excited to be here with you guys. I'm calling it BOGO Bonanza. We've got some giveaways. It's always fun to celebrate getting free stuff. So here we go. Let's jump in. All right, I want to remind you guys, some of you are brand new to oils, some of you have been using oils for years, but just a reminder for all of us, there are 3 ways to use essential oils. And when I say this, I'm talking specifically about doTERRA. All oils are not the same, and it's really important to use them safely in order to be effective with them. So I'm talking specifically about doTERRA essential oils when I say these things. So the first way we use them is aromatically. That's the way that most people think of when they think of using essential oils, because they all have a potent smell to them. That's what gives the plant, flower, leaf, tree, whatever plant we're pulling the oil from, that's what gives it its scent. So aromatically is very effective for us to get the benefits. It can be as simple as opening up a bottle and smelling it straight out of the bottle. That's aromatic benefit. You can put it in a diffuser, which is simply putting water and a couple of drops of your essential oil. I've got mine going right here. You can see that. That's the marble Brevi diffuser, which I love. It sits on my desk all the time. I'm diffusing Adaptive and Spearmint right now, in case you're wondering. It's a really great, uplifting, clear scent to it. So those are some ways that we can use aromatic benefit. You don't have to have a diffuser if you don't have one in your house. Grab your oil bottle, make sure that it's not one that needs to be diluted, or if it does, make sure you grab like some fractionated coconut oil or something like that to dilute it. But you can put a drop or 2 in your hand, grab your hands together and just cup it over your nose and mouth and breathe deeply for a few seconds. And there you're getting really significant aromatic benefit as well. So great, effective ways to get aromatic results. Topically, we can use oils topically and get benefits both aromatically and through our skin. And we can dilute, like I said, with a coconut oil, any kind of a carrier oil. You could use coconut oil that you have in the kitchen. You could even use olive oil, although that tends to be a little bit heavier, a little bit greasier. So some people don't like to put that on their skin as much. You can use a clean, natural, unscented lotion. That's a good way to get the topical benefit as well. And not all oils have to be diluted, but it's wise, especially if you're just getting started with oils, that you plan to dilute all of the oils that you'll use topically, just to make sure that you don't have any skin sensitivities. So there are some oils that everyone needs to dilute, stuff like cinnamon, clove, oregano. Those are hot oils. You're going to have skin sensitivity issues if you use those without diluting them. So you can get the topical benefit from those. Just make sure that you use it safely and gently. And the last way that we can use essential oils is internally. And I put asterisk here because, again, I'm only talking about doTERRA essential oils because I know exactly what's in the bottle. I've seen the GCMS testing for that liter of oil. We always have access to the test results, and doTERRA tests extensively the oils that they send us before they ever come through their warehouses in Utah and come to our homes. So I trust doTERRA. And the way that you know if you can use an essential oil internally is it's going to have a supplement facts box on it. So I'm going to show you right here. This is spearmint. It's gonna look, I think it might be backwards for you. No, straight. Supplement facts right there. So you're used to seeing that on certain bottles of other items that you might pick up at the grocery store or the pharmacy. But for example, Serenity, it has ingredients. Let's see if I can show you. It has ingredients, but there is no box that says supplement facts. So Serenity is an example of an oil that is not recommended for internal use, but the other one I picked up was Spearmint, and that one is recommended for internal use. So that supplement facts box is the quick key, so you know exactly how you can use it. Does anyone have questions about that? I'm gonna just pull up the gallery so I can see you guys. Anyone have questions? You all good? Okay. And again, jump in the chat box if you have questions throughout. I'll make sure to come back to them, and we'll do some Q&A at the end too in case anything comes up. All right. Next. All right, so I want to go over each of the oils that were part of the BOGO week, and just go over quickly how we can use them. And I want you to know that if you are on this live, I'm also going to be emailing you an ebook that has some of these details in it about each of these oils that you got. So if you're a note taker, feel free to take notes if that's helpful, but I will be sending you something in writing so that you can reference it later. All right, let's just jump in here. Number one is Serenity. Serenity is a blend of different essential oils. You can see in the ingredients, it has lavender, cedarwood, hoewood, ylang ylang, marjoram, Roman chamomile, vetiver, vanilla, and Hawaiian sandalwood. So it is loaded with oils that are known for calming, grounding, and relaxing. It's an all-star, it really is. So I use it not only at night for sleep help, it is supportive for sleep. I love to use it in the evening, like when we're starting to wind down for bedtime. It's a great one to diffuse, whether you have kids around or whether maybe sometimes you have trouble just turning off your mind. Aromatic Use is my favorite way to use this one. It's also a great one to rub on the bottoms of your feet. We're not going to use this one internally, so topical and aromatic is how you're going to use that one. That brings us to Balance. The Balance blend looks a little bit green on the label. Balance is another all-star. This is one that I like to not ever be without. I keep one of these in my purse, and I think I have one in my car pretty much most of the time. But I love to just take a drop of this. The bottle actually has coconut oil in it to dilute it a little bit, so it's real gentle. So I love to just open it up. I put a drop right in my hands, and then I will either just take a moment, if I have a moment, and just breathe in deeply and just enjoy it for a couple seconds. I love to rub it on the back of my neck. And another little tip with Balance, if you're going to the chiropractor for an adjustment, I love to put Balance on the back of my neck before an adjustment, and it really seems to help me kind of relax into the adjustment, and it becomes more effective. So I highly recommend that. Balance is another one that does not have a supplement facts box on it, so you won't use this one internally, but definitely aromatically and definitely topically. Let's see. All right, next one is Frankincense Touch. And touch just means that it is pre-diluted with fractionated coconut oil and ready to apply on your skin. So these are specifically bottled with a roller bottle, little roller ball on top. So you can just rub it right on your skin. It's pre-diluted. Unless you have very particularly sensitive skin, you shouldn't need to worry about skin sensitivities. If ever you feel a burning or a too cold, tingly sensation and it's uncomfortable, just grab a carrier oil, and that could again be olive oil from your kitchen. It could be coconut oil, whatever you have on hand that's just a simple oil or a clean lotion. Rub it right on top of where you've put the oil, and that will dilute it and make it not burn or tingle anymore. So it works really, really quickly. So these are usually super safe and super gentle, but the Touch blend is just ready to roll right on your skin. Frankincense Touch. We call frankincense the king of the oils, and the reason is frankincense has a whole bunch of different constituents or like chemical compounds that are within it just naturally from the frankincense trees, and they can do so many different things to support our body. It can support our emotions, it can support our physical health, it can help, one of the big ones is cellular support. So it helps with healthy cell regeneration and healthy cell death. And if we think of some of the most assaulting and scary diseases that our bodies can encounter, that cell health is a really, really big deal. So I love to use frankincense preventatively, and it's also a total superstar for skin health. So if you've got scars that have been there for a while, if you apply that with consistency, you may find it to disappear. Sunspots or things like that on your skin. So super, super healing. It's great. Neroli is a really amazing oil. I don't know if you are if you're not from the South, I don't know how rapidly honeysuckle might grow, but neroli smells exactly like honeysuckle to me. So if you've got it, take it out and grab a whiff. I think it smells so nice. It is from a flower, and it is known for really all the floral oils are really, really supportive to the skin. So great skin support. Again, it's in a roller bottle, so it's ready to apply directly to your skin, even to your face. Again, be cautious of skin sensitivities, but I have sensitive skin and I have no trouble applying the floral oils to my face or to any part of my skin. So neroli is a great floral oil, and it is uplifting. It is calming and kind of an encouraging scent. And again, when I say these things about the emotions, it's because these oils have actually been studied in how they impact the limbic system in our brain, which is the emotional part of our brain. So I'm not just saying like, oh, it smells like, it's not woo woo. It's actual science behind it. So it's super, super cool what these oils can do for our bodies and for our emotions. So that's neroli. It's meant to be used on your skin. Citrus bloom. This is a favorite one. It came out last spring for the first time, sold out super quick, and everyone just fell in love with it. It's even my husband's favorite oil. Danny will attest to it. But citrus bloom right here. This one is also not meant for internal use. It does not have a supplement facts box on it. If you have it with you, just take a smell real quick. It's super, super uplifting, kind of sweet. It's really relaxing. And the oils that it has in it, in this blend, it has wild orange, grapefruit, lavender, Roman chamomile, and magnolia. Little side note, magnolia actually has more of the relaxing properties even than lavender. Lavender's the one most known for relaxing and calming. Magnolia is known even more for that. So this is actually a great blend for sleep too and relaxation, as well as the uplifting, encouraging scent that it has. So that's citrus bloom. Use it aromatically. You can use it topically as well for sure. One thing to keep in mind about any oils that are citrus, or if it's a blend and it has citrus oils in it, don't apply it to your skin and then go out in the sun, because the essential oil comes from the fruit. We're talking citrus. It's the part that helps the fruit to ripen in the sun, and you don't want your skin to ripen in the sun. So if you're going to apply it topically, make sure you put it under your clothing or wherever the sun won't see it. So bottoms of your feet is really effective. I put it on my stomach or, wherever the sun's not going to shine on it. So that is citrus bloom. Pink pepper. This is an unsung hero, guys. It's a little 5 ml bottle, smaller one, pink label, and it is not the same as black pepper, not chemically, and the smell is similar, but it's different. It's lighter and a little bit sweeter. I don't know, sweet's a strong word. It's not sweet, but definitely lighter than the black pepper scent. And I'll tell you my favorite ways. Black pepper we can use all 3 ways: aromatically, topically, and internally. So aromatically, I love to add just a single drop. I would just start small. I was talking to Trudy about this the other day. Start small, add just a single drop to an essential oil blend. So whatever you like to put in your diffuser, if you want to pep it up or make it a little bit more invigorating, add 1 drop of your pink pepper to it, and it's just going to totally change the dynamic of how your blend smells and how your room smells. To me, it smells clean and bright and fresh. So give it a try. That's aromatic use. You can use it topically. I'm actually using it a lot. I had a baby 6 months ago. I've had several in the past 6 years. So I'm using it in a blend that I'm putting on my stomach to help with stretch marks and the elasticity of my stomach as I continue to just change shape and heal up. So it's a great one. You'll want to dilute it if you're putting it on your skin. I'm putting it into the Yarrow Palm Body Serum, and those 2 together are working super, super effectively. So keep that in mind. And you can also use it in cooking. If you want to add a subtle pep to like a soup at the very end of your cooking, add 1 single drop, or even take like a toothpick or the tip of a fork prong, dip it into the top of the pink pepper, and then stir it into your dish and see how it is. Always start slow. You can add more later, right? But it's great to use internally as well in your cooking. I've also had people say that they add a drop to a glass of water with like a wild orange drop or a lemon drop. and they say that they really like it. I can't say I've tried it that way, but let me know if you do. I'd love to hear. All right, so that is pink pepper. Let's go on to the next page. All right, spearmint. This is one of my favorites. I'm diffusing it right now. Spearmint, it does have a supplement box, so it can be used internally. It's delicious. I mean, when you hear spearmint, you probably think of like a breath mint or a little candy mint that you would have enjoyed. And it's so refreshing. It's so uplifting. It's sweet. It's light. It's different than peppermint. If you have both of them, you can smell a pretty distinct difference between the two. But it's also cooling and fresh and uplifting. But it's known as the oil of confident speech, which is not my strength, if you couldn't tell. But I love to use this before I'm teaching a class, or like I'm diffusing it right now. It's very clear, it's uplifting, it's cooling, so you can use it on your skin. I always dilute. I always dilute peppermint and spearmint when I'm putting it on my skin, just because I have sensitive skin. It feels really cold, like too cold to me. So I'll put just a hint of it, like on the back of my neck if I'm going to be outside. You can put it in an after sun spray as the weather continues to heat up here in the northern hemisphere, where it's starting to get a lot of sunshine. Down in Florida, I know it's already nice and hot down there, but it's a great one to use topically, aromatically, or internally. Next is lemon. Yes, lemon. Lemon is also one that we can use all three ways. I love to put it in diffuser blends. It's so fresh and so cleansing. It actually is cleansing to the air. It's cleansing. You can clean with it. So we use it, if I'm cleaning windows, it's great on stainless steel. You can just put a couple of drops on stainless steel, wipe it down, get rid of all the smudges and the fingerprints that might be in your kitchen or wherever. It's also great for cleansing the body. So if you put a drop in a glass of water, I did that in my glass of water here, and it's cleansing to your internal processes as well. Your body is designed really beautifully by God to be able to cleanse and restore and process anything that comes through it. So adding a drop of lemon will only empower more your liver and your other body processes to cleanse. So it's a really great support there. It's also great for stains. If you have stains on your clothes or on any kind of fabric, it's a really great one to attack stains. I'll just put, if it's a bad stain, I'll put a couple of drops of lemon right on top of the stain, let it sit for a while and rinse it, and it's super effective. So keep that in mind too. Let's see, eucalyptus. This is one that is very sought after at this time because of all the challenges with sickness impacting our lung function. Eucalyptus has been known for generations, centuries really, to be a great support to our lungs and our breathing function. So this is a great one to diffuse, or you can apply it topically. While there are some like eucalyptus teas and stuff like that, this particular species of eucalyptus is not recommended for internal use. It does not have a supplement packs box, so just keep that in mind. Some do use other eucalyptus internally and teas and stuff, but just a word of caution. I would err on the side of caution, even though it might be fine. But it's a really great bright smell, very uplifting, and it really can help you get a good deep breath of air. If you or your kids are suffering from something that clogs the airways, like I suffered from croup as a kid, and my mom would probably try the Vicks Vapor Rub kind of stuff like that. It's a really great, totally natural and clean option. I would dilute it and put it on the chest or on the back. I've done that for my kids, and it's super helpful. So keep that in mind. Next, we're going to move to Rose Touch. Again, this is in a roller bottle. Sorry, did I practice my aim there? So Rose Touch is pre-diluted in coconut oil, and it's a really good thing because the rose that's not diluted is super expensive. It actually takes something like 100 pounds of rose petals to make 1 5 milliliter bottle of pure rose absolute. They have to harvest the rose petals when it's like first thing in the morning. There's still dew on the petals before the sun comes up. It's crazy. It's a crazy process. But this oil is so precious and valuable to our bodies. It's so supportive. Not only does it smell beautiful, but it's also super healing. It's healing to the skin. It's uplifting to the emotions. There have actually been studies that have shown that it can really go after some significant challenges that our bodies might incur. For example, a couple of times I or my kids have had an interesting situation where our eyes would ooze and turn pink. Trying to stay compliant here. Draw your own conclusions, but I applied, just personal experience, I applied Rose Touch and Melaleuca Touch. Melaleuca is tea tree. Around, not in, not near, but around my eye areas. I've also done it for ear pain around the ear areas, and it can clear up stuff like that. So it's already diluted. I have used it even on my 6-month-old as she was younger. She had an issue right after this whole pandemic started, and I was like, I don't want to take my infant to the doctor with so much sickness going around. So I applied Rose and Melaleuca, and I actually took pictures. I'll have to post these soon, but of the before and then like 3 hours after, how much it cleared it up. So this is a powerhouse for a lot of reasons. Do some research on Rose. It may be listed essential oil. It's actually an absolute because it comes from the petals and the dew, but really, really valuable to have in your home. So there's that one. Next is lavender. And lavender is actually rated for internal use as well. So aromatically, of course, topically is great. It's really, really gentle, so you may not need to dilute it. Again, be safe. So start with dilution, maybe increase the ratio of dilution slowly. But it's really, really calming. It's really, there have actually been studies that show that it's as effective as some pretty famous over-the-counter pharmaceuticals for treating severe anxious feelings, chronic anxious feelings. Again, trying to remain compliant, but this is really, really a significant oil to have as a tool in your home. So calming, relaxing, even to the point of emotions are getting a bit out of control and I really need to reel it in. What can I turn to? Lavender is a really, really great one. It can help with itching and bug bites. It can help with sunburn. Applying it to your skin then. It's our go-to when my kids have an owie, if they've got a cut or a scrape, putting it around, not in an actual wound, but around it can really, really help relieve the irritation. And then emotional support is great. Relaxation is great. So put it in your diffuser, apply it topically, and you can actually take it internally too. I hate the flavor, to be honest. It doesn't taste good to me. So I would put it like in a veggie cap or an empty capsule and can get some really, really great emotional and relaxing support there. So that is lavender. Next is a really big treat, Beautiful Touch. So this is an oil that doTERRA, an oil blend that doTERRA released 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago. And it was just a limited time, came out during doTERRA's annual conference, their convention, and we all just fell in love with it. It's a really, really beautiful and unique blend. It's already diluted with fractionated coconut oil, and it has lime, osmanthus, bergamot, or bergamot, however you want to say it, and frankincense. So it's a really simple combination, but a really, really beautiful smell. So I use it for perfume. I use it for emotional support. It's in a roller bottle, just ready to roll on your skin, pre-diluted. So I hope you really enjoy that one. Keep in mind it does have a little bit of lime in it. So when you're applying it to your skin, just keep in mind your skin may be more sensitive to the sun if this is exposed to direct sunlight on your skin. So you might want to put it like under your shirt line, on your belly, bottoms of your feet are good, although I love the smell, so I want it up closer to my nose, but that's that. And then doTERRA surprised us with a bonus BOGO, and it was by Lifelong Vitality, which is their highest, most popular selling item, even over any of the oils. It's the Lifelong Vitality Pack, and that is 3 different bottles of vitamins and supplements. Danny and I have both been using it for about 2 years now and have had really, really great support through it. We definitely feel a difference and see a difference in our emotions and our physical state when we don't use it, if we miss a day, if we go out of town and have left it at home or something like that. So I highly, highly recommend you try it. Whether or not you got the bonus BOGO, it took us all by surprise. It was doTERRA's 12th anniversary, so they just offered this as a special treat. But if you have not tried the Lifelong Vitality supplements, if you're not already taking a high quality supplement system that you really love and feel a difference with, I highly recommend you try it. And they have a 30-day money back guarantee. So if you take it for 30 days and don't love it, you can send back empty bottles and get 100% of your money back, no questions asked. They're really great about that. So the Lifelong Vitality Pack, so good. I could teach a whole class on that, and I might soon, but highly recommended from both Danny and me. And so when we bought the Lifelong Vitality pack, and it came in a little sachet, so they have options. You can get the bottles, 3 different bottles, or you can get the sachets, which is this right here. It's like a little clear plastic, tear away, easily disposable packet, and it comes with a half dose, which is 2 of each of these supplement pills. They're not micro packed into like a 1 a day pill. It's multiple pills that you're taking to get the full dosage. That also gives you more control about how much you're taking, which is cool. But so super, super handy in these little sachets. You can grab it, stick it in your wallet, stick it in your purse if you're leaving for the day, to take it with meals later if you're going to be out of the house, whatever. So super, super handy. You can get it again in the bottles or the little sachets. When we bought the Lifelong Vitality pack, we got 3 oils for free. We got tea tree, and if you have an older bottle, it may say Melaleuca. So Melaleuca is just the subspecies of tea tree oil that doTERRA uses. So Melaleuca or tea tree oil, same thing. It's really great for a lot of different things. It's another one of those Swiss Army knives of oils, so we can use it all 3 ways. I don't love to diffuse it. It's not my favorite scent, but you can put it in a diffuser if you like it or want to blend it with something else. You can definitely apply it topically. That's the most common way that I use it. It's great for skin disruptions if you have acne or abrasions or things like that. It's a really great way to address that. You may want to dilute it. I do have sensitive skin on my face, but I typically don't need to dilute Melaleuca. But again, rather be safe than sorry. So maybe put a drop in whatever face moisturizer you're using if you wanted to apply it to your face. If you get a scrape or a cut, it's a really great one to apply around the outside and can really help protect against infections developing that way. That was not compliant, but it's true. I forgot the best way to say that compliantly. But that's how we use it, is around cuts and scrapes for sure. And you can use it internally. I don't like the taste. Some people make tea tree tea, or they would more often use the actual leaves from the tea tree, but I don't like the flavor. So when I take it, it's usually in a blend with other things for the sake of supporting my immune system. And I'll take it in a veggie cap. So I have taken it like just in a little shot of water. It's not a huge deal, but it doesn't taste great. I put it on my daughter's thumbs when we were trying to get her to stop using a pacifier. We took away the pacifier and then she stuck her thumb in her mouth a couple times. So I put it on the tips of her thumbs and it worked great. That's any indication of how it tastes. Just that's what I got. And then we got also for free yellow mandarin, which is a really great limited time. This is not something that we can go and just buy from doTERRA, but it is a really great citrus oil. It can be used all 3 ways. My favorite ways are diffusing it or putting a drop in a glass of water. Super refreshing and uplifting. Really, really great. It's a beautiful gift. It's just a 5 ml, so enjoy it and savor it. And then the very last one that we got is the laurel leaf. And this is a brand new, another limited time oil that doTERRA gifted to us for free. It is known to be, you know how like if someone wins the Olympics, they get a special like a lei put around, I forget the name of it's like a lei. They put it around their neck or possibly in like a crown around their head. So often that is made out of laurel leaves, and it's meant to bestow honor and to be celebratory. So it's a great one to diffuse in those situations. And you can also dilute it and apply it topically if you want to enjoy the scent that way. And it's also good for skin support. So another great one to consider there. This highlights the Lumo diffuser. That was not part of the BOGO. I think in Canada, it may have been part of the BOGO, so that's why it's listed here. But the Lumo is a really great option if you're looking for a good diffuser. There's a few great options in your doTERRA shop. So this is about emotional benefits of the oils we've already gone over. I highlighted some of these already, and for the sake of time, I'm not going to go through them specifically, but you can just take a glance here if anything jumps out at you. Laurel leaf, like I said, promotes courage and inner strength and inspires celebration, which is why they use it. For centuries, they've used that actually for celebration, which is really neat. Tea tree and Melaleuca. Empowers and encourages self-respect. There's something really cleansing about the scent of it. Rose and beautiful, I talked about those in detail. The other ones, Serenity is designed for emotional support. It's so, so good. balance. We've gone over these pretty well. I'll be glad to give you guys a copy of these slides too, if that would be helpful to anyone. So I wanted to share this with you guys. It's a protocol specifically for this quarantine, very strange season of the world that we're in. So this is a protocol using the oils that you have gotten in your BOGO. And again, if you don't have any of these, obviously you can grab any that you're looking for. The only exception to that is we can't buy citrus bloom because that was just a limited time special gift. And the beautiful blend has been in stock. I believe it's out of stock at the moment, but it may come back. So a daily roller for stressful feelings. Who doesn't have stress once in a while, whether during the season or otherwise? So it's suggesting we combine 6 drops or 10 drops of each of these, Balanced Serenity and Citrus Bloom. If you don't have Citrus Bloom, you could always use Citrus Bliss. Sorry, I went too fast there. Citrus Bliss is a good alternative. It's not the same, but it's a really great one too. Dilute it with fractionated coconut oil, roll it on your skin for emotional support during stressful times. A great blend to, I'm sorry, I keep pushing the button. Great one to diffuse is Balance with Serenity. Citrus Bloom, again, is great to support. Spearmint is really great for that energizing and uplifting atmosphere. Immune support, it highlights rose, touch, and frankincense touch. Totally agree with those. Use those often. And for just general lifestyle support, balance on your hands before, stepping into a time where you're trying to either relax, use deep breathing. If you have a yoga practice, I don't, but like before I have a quiet time, spend time praying or reading scripture, that's when I might just lean into helping myself relax and just be still. Sometimes it's just helpful to have that support to be still. You can put them in an Epsom salt bath. A great option for helping to detox any of the stuff we come into contact with throughout the day. Rub spearmint on your chest. Again, I would try diluting it at first, but those are just some great suggestions for incorporating these into your life. And that is the end of the presentation. So I'm going to pull up your faces so I can see you guys again. Stop share. Hello. Let's see, it looks like the chat is empty. Does anyone have any questions that weren't covered about the oils they got or anything else that's coming up? If you do, let me know. And
I have a question, Lizzie. Let me put my video on.
Hey,
So, hi. So the Serenity, you can't use the oil internally, but they do have the caps that you can buy.
Correct. Yes, that's a great question. The Serenity oil blend is not recommended for internal use, but they do have these Serenity complex soft gels, which are meant, obviously, it's a soft gel. It's meant for only internal use. It doesn't have exactly the Serenity oil blend in it. It has some of those oils, and it also has some other supporting supplements in that soft gel that are really great for relaxing and addressing anxious feelings or stressful situations.
Thank you.
For sure. Any other questions while we're all together? See, I lost my parents. I don't think they could get their sound working. They tried. I give them props for that. All right, any other questions?
Thank you, Lizzie. You did a great job.
Thanks, Marissa. Glad to see you.
Nice to see you. Have a good night. Enjoy those beautiful babies.
Thank you. You do the same with your girls.
Thanks. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Marissa.
Bye.
All right, I'm gonna, if anyone wants a copy of the recording to share with someone who wasn't able to be on, I did record it so that we can, there were a couple people who couldn't get the kids down or were in the middle of travels at this time, so I'm gonna be sending it out. If you want it, let me know. And I will send you guys all that little ebook that we put together for further reference on these oils. So if nothing else, it's so good to see your faces. Thanks for being on the live tonight, guys.
It's nice to see your face too, and everyone else.
Yay.
No, that was interesting. Thank you. I mean, even though I've been using them for quite a while, it's like I feel like the pink pepper one, that one had me stumped. I was like, what the heck did I do with this?
Yeah.
But I took your advice. I put like 2 drops in my diffuser because I was like, well, I'll just start small. But I mixed it with like the citrus bloom, right? Because I love citrus bloom. And then spearmint, because you can't go wrong with spearmint.
Right.
And I just kind of put them together and it smells amazing. So I just kind of put that during the day. So thank you for the advice. That was pretty nice.
You're welcome. I'm glad you tried it. Did you like the smell? What did you think of how it impacted?
Yeah, it was kind of like a sweet spice, right? Because it's kind of spicy, but like it's a nice spice. It's not offensive. The black pepper, don't really like that one. I really don't.
Props for honesty, girlfriend.
Yeah, like you said, maybe if you did like 1 drop, maybe mix with some other stuff, but. And then the tea tree one, like you said, yeah, the smell is not my favorite, but I use it almost every day, like on our, because my kids have allergies, right, or especially Jay, my oldest, and so I'll just kind of put it like right here on their, but the touch, sorry, so Melaleuca touch, right, I don't do like directly, it's the touch one, and I'll put it here and then behind like their ears and then like a little on their nose, and I did that at my mom's house because we went to go see, she's got a cat, and Jay's like highly allergic to cats. I mean, as soon as he touches them, puts it to his face, he just, hachoo, hachoo, hachoo. But I feel like it helped. Like he wasn't as sneezy. I mean, we got a dog. I don't know if that helped, but it's still, he wasn't as bad. So that was pretty neat. I don't think he took allergy medicine once while we were there. So
that's awesome.
That's huge. He usually has to take it a day after getting there. So.
And the lemon lavender peppermint combo is like the best that I've experienced for allergies. And they have a soft gel. I don't know if he would take it. He probably would if you wanted him to. But.
He probably would if I said, okay, buddy, you got to take this. He'd be like, okay. Poor kid. That sweet 11-year-old, right? It's always
right.
We get one good one,
Oh my gosh.
Troy's still up for, we'll see. So.
Love your choice.
I know. It's funny. Anyway, but no, that was interesting. So thank you. That was cool. I never would have thought citrus bloom was kind of a calming one, right? Like I didn't think that would be for calming. I just always thought it's like a party blend. I'm like, this is my party go-to. It's fresh, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's kind of both because it really is uplifting. I love smelling it during the day, but it does have constituents in it that are helpful for relaxation at night. So it can be either way.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Has anybody else used pink pepper in like different forms? Like anyone like more creative, like diffuser recipe? I love diffuser recipes because I have them going all day. So if anybody has like cool diffuser recipes, I'll totally take them and I will try it. Like legit, I will try it because it's fun to find new smells. So.
All right. Well, I'll look some more up and I'll make a graphic for you.
Awesome.
We'll find one that you love.
I'll take it because I got like my Pinterest on, right? Everybody's on Pinterest, so.
You go, girl.
Oh yeah. Oh, I made that flea and tick spray for Trixie. It seems to be working.
Did you? Nice.
Yeah, I did with witch hazel and some other ones.
That's
I haven't seen her with any fleas on her, so I guess that's a good sign.
For the win. That's awesome.
Give it a try.
That's awesome. I'm
glad
you're
well, thank you, friend. Really appreciate you
being on. It's so good to see your faces, and I see you're on, Liz. I'm glad you're here. She has a newborn baby. She probably has an arm right now. Irina just drove from New York to Atlanta overnight.
What?
She is still upright, which is amazing to me. So you go, girl. It's great to see you.
Dang, that's a drive.
With a 7-year-old and a 5-month-old.
Okay, yeah, you go, girl. That's intense. Yeah, right? It's hard with a baby, right? And it was just you? Like, you did that drive by yourself with those two?
It wasn't just her, but...
Oh, okay. But still, it's still like a baby in the car. You're stopping every couple hours, so, but... Yay, you made it!
Good stuff. Well, it's great to see you guys. Let me know anytime you have questions or ideas or whatever. I love to hear that you guys are enjoying your oils. It was so fun to get a whole bunch actually for free last week in the BOGO week. And we'll look forward to the next one. Hopefully maybe they'll do another one over the summer. They've done that for the past several years. So we'll see. I'll know when you
be awesome.
Yeah. All right, guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. I'll talk to you soon.
Yay. Thank you. You too.
Bye.